What's up, guys? Donovan here from Compass Martial Arts Systems, and in today's video, I'm going to give you one quick tip to enroll more prospects into your program. Okay, guys, so one thing we see often with junior salesmen are people that are just getting into the sales role at our locations. When a prospect walks through the door, they tend to word vomit. They just give out all this extra information that does not need to be said, or they're giving out valuable information, but they're giving it out at the wrong time. Okay, so what has happened here is we've trained them on a script and they've remembered that script, but they don't feel confident yet because they haven't had the reps to adequately or confidently share that information to the prospect to make it seem very natural and very authentic. The only way they can do that is through repetitions. So unless they're getting reps with actual prospects that are coming through your door or answering the phone, the only other way to do that is through role playing with your team. So make sure you're doing constant role playing throughout the week until you feel your team is solid. And guess what? Even then, you're going to continue role playing. Okay, so this is something that is not a set it and forget it. We still practice role playing here 8 years later for sales scripts in our facilities. Okay, so I always tell my team this: think about an actor. All they do is remember scripts, but the actors that get paid the most money, the famous actors and actresses in Hollywood, are very good at remembering scripts. And not only do they remember it, it has emotion. It feels natural. It feels authentic. It sounds good. It feels good. And you just watching it, it creates a sense of emotion inside of your body, right? So those actors get paid even more, but all they're doing is remembering a script. And that's the same thing that we're doing. We're remembering a script. We just need to be able to have the proper ebbs, flows, tonality to get our prospect to do exactly what we want them to do, which is sign up inside of our program. And I'll give you an example here. We want to make sure that we are speaking to the client where they are, okay? If someone comes in because their child's being bullied, but you're telling them about the benefits of sport taekwondo, there's no connection there. And the other would be true as well. If they come in for sport taekwondo, but you're talking about the benefits of martial arts, and when it comes to bullying, you're not speaking that person's language. The fastest way to know exactly what they want to get out of your program is just to ask. So when they come in, make sure we get the prospect's name, we get the kid's name, the parent's name, whoever it happens to be. We want to know the parent's name and we want to use the kid's name. We want to use them so that we start to build that relationship as we're talking to them. Once we know that their name, we're going to simply ask, why are you seeking out our program? How did you hear about our program? What do you hope to gain out of joining our program? That way we can target the conversation to exactly what that person wants. All right, and here's actually a great story to remember, and you can share with your own team. If I told you today that I wanted you to give a driving safety presentation to this room full of people, and you got 10 minutes to prepare, I would imagine the things you would talk about would be: make sure you're going the speed limit, don't text and drive, make sure that your hands are at 10 and 2, right? These are common things that we would talk about for driver safety tips. On the other hand, I forgot to mention that these are NASCAR drivers that you're going to be speaking to. So immediately that information does not apply to them because they're honestly better drivers than we are. Right? They understand what it's like to drive under pressure and in stressful situations. So their driver safety tips would be a lot different than an average person's driver safety tips. Okay, so the same thing happens in your business. When that person comes in, we need to know who we are talking to. You're talking to one person. So remember that. You're only talking to one person. You want to listen to them. You want to know exactly what they hope to get out of your program. And once we know that information, we can hone in and target the conversation around what their goals are for our program. And the beautiful thing is most likely we are able to help them. But if you can't help them, it's up to you to have integrity and let them know that maybe you might not be the best fit for them. And at the end of the day, that's just going to score you brownie points as a business because you did the right thing. So guys, use the tip, get more people enrolled in your program, ask them what they want, and cater the conversation around their needs.